Welcome to the Guide Life Podcast by Whiskey Slews. This show is about the work, the hunts, and the real side of guiding. No filters, no fluff, just what it takes to build and run a hunting operation from the ground up. Every week we'll cover everything from land management to habitat work to the daily grind of guiding waterfowl upland and turkey hunts here in Nebraska. I'm Hunter Runge, CEO, guide, and the voice behind the blind. Guys, we are back. Another episode. Really need to come up with a better intro, but Sam, Bob, me here. Got Platt in the chair again. He loves co-piloting these podcast episodes. He's taking a fat nap right now. Probably
dreaming hot about. Out. He's like, let's go get some AC, guys. Take a nap. The other day, he was dying in the shop. He laid on his back, and he was like, just take me out,
That
man.
is why on Wednesdays or any opportunity I get, I take him with me to get him in the air conditioner.
He is just dreaming about pheasants and mallards right now. So, this episode, we're going to do another fun one. We did the myth-busting series for a couple episodes. We might bring that back later, but for now, we kind of going a little bit off of that, but not necessarily myth-busting. We're gonna take some hot takes from this guide industry. Guide season, guide industry, the company, everything. We got some hot takes here between us that we're going to go through and kind of debate them around, see if it's justified or not. But I'll tell you what. I got one that I'll start us off with right away. You shouldn't shoot hens.
Is it a duck and is it legal?
It's a duck and it's legal. Just shoot that fucking duck.
That's my take.
Oh my god, that's my hot take of the day.
I will shoot hens every
so
time.
many people are like, you cannot shoot hens. You do not shoot hens. Hens affects the population. I've seen studies like from my dad and from FWS and stuff like that. It don't fucking matter, dude. It really don't.
No.
Like, if it matters, you're talking on the scale of 1% or 2%.
Well, and you also got to think like this. All the research that goes into it that no one really even sees besides the biologists themselves. Mm-hmm. If it was an instance where we shouldn't be shooting them,
there wouldn't be a limited 2.
There wouldn't be a limited 2. They'd knock it down to 1 or, like...
And then that's only for mallards, too. On the other side, you could shoot 6 hen gadwall if you wanted to. 6 hen widgeons, 6 hen teal, 6 hen...
Pintails.
Pintails. Well, pintails, you could shoot 3 hen pintails or 2 hen pintails, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like...
I thought you were saying 6, and I was like, whoa,
no,
Bob.
No,
that's
no,
a hot
no,
one.
no.
That's a real hot
no,
take.
No.
You can, but...
So you certainly can, Bob.
No, Mr. Green Jeans don't need to come after me. I ain't done that one.
Yeah, that's my hot take is because, like, seriously, like, you know what the worst part is, too, is, like, we respect anybody who believes that. Like, we have a lot of client groups that come out and they say, we'll only shoot drakes.
Well, that's fine. We'll tell them which ones are drakes and which ones are hens.
That's fine. We've had some hunts where we've killed less ducks because if we would have just shot the hens, we would have had ducks. And the thing is like I've had some groups come in. We've had some groups come in where it's like they only shoot hens and they only shoot drakes, and then they only shoot drakes and they kill less than they want to, and then they complain they didn't kill enough ducks.
It happens.
Just shoot the
hens.
hens.
For the most part, usually they're happy. But
just shoot the hens. That's my whole take. My hot take is it don't matter if it's a hen or a drake. As long as you're within the legal limit set by the federal Fish and Wildlife Biologists.
They set it for a reason.
And the FWS and all that. Follow the limits. Do whatever your heart pleases aside from that.
Yeah. I tell you what, they both taste the same.
They taste the
exact
same.
They banned hens, too.
Yep.
They banned hens.
They do.
Saw someone shot like a banded hen gadwall last year.
Really?
Yeah. See? Hen green-winged teal.
Hey,
seen
Grant
that
got a banded hen.
Yeah, Grant shot a banded hen mallard.
Yeah. It'll happen. They banned hens too.
Yeah. That's my hot take.
I would agree.
Who wants to go next?
Yeah, the next one.
Oh.
Do you agree or disagree? Guides should never shoot.
I disagree.
Sam?
Clients ask us to shoot.
I don't shoot unless clients ask or I'm cleaning up a cripple after everyone's shot.
We don't shoot unless they want us to shoot, or at least I mean that's kind of how we run the business. Is our business. We'll shoot with you if you want us to. We'll keep our own birds. We won't count them towards your limit. But if y'all don't want us to shoot with you, I keep my gun in the blind every time. Second a group starts shooting, if I see a bird that gets hit and starts fluttering down or flowing or gliding, I'm killing that duck. Like if it gets shot by a different client, I'm making sure that duck is dead so we can retrieve it and have it and not have to leave a bird in the bush so we can find it. Because I've had sailors, I've lost,
especially in the river.
I've lost ducks due to them sailing.
It can be terrible.
I've lost ducks due to. It's more of an ethical thing than more of a. I want to shoot. I want to make sure every duck that gets hit with pellets is retrieved, cleaned, and taken home.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose birds. I don't like losing birds. Like I will look for ducks for hours. Like after hunts, I will go walk around looking for ducks to try to find them because I do not like losing birds.
No, one of the things is pet peeve of
I feel like it's almost disrespectful to the bird.
I mean, there's no point in just killing to kill. Yeah. If you're gonna kill it, let's clean it, let's eat it, let's do things right.
So that's why I keep my gun in the blind. I keep my gun in the blind every day for that exact purpose. And then if the clients want us to shoot, I'll shoot a duck or two. You know, like we have for example, a good example is you're hunting snow geese. You get 80 snow geese in the hole, right? You're not killing all 80. So what I do, if the clients want us to shoot, if they're okay with us shooting, is I'll stand up and I'll shoot the far back ones or the far right ones or whatever I'm on. I'll shoot the birds that are the furthest away and let the guys shoot the close ones. I'll pick the ones that it's like I can probably hit that and try to shoot those. Or if like you have 20 mallards come in and they want you to shoot and 6 guys start shooting, I'll pick the mallards all the way in the very back. Or usually I'm on the right, so I'll pick the mallards all the way off on the very right or whatever. And like I'll try to shoot one duck, and if I shoot one duck, I'll go good enough.
I know, like all of us, we're all of the kind of same philosophy of like we don't shoot until guns are all going off. Like we're never gonna be the first one up and shooting. You're like even if you are shooting with them, like you're gonna start shooting, and then you're gonna like pick one out, and you might shoot one. Like I had a guy one time, I called the shot, and he stood up and he shot one. And he shot another one, and then he missed. And, like, as they were getting ready to leave, I pulled my gun up, and there was a pintail, and it was, like, December, middle of the flock of mallards. And I was like, I'm not letting that thing leave. And I smoked it. And it was pretty fun. We had a blast. But he looked at me, and he's like, man, why didn't you just start shooting? You could have got a couple right out of there before they started getting out of there. And I was like, man, I really wasn't going to shoot till I saw that pintail. It was an absolute stud, big old sprig and stuff. And I was like, I wanted to get that thing on the ground, and he was like, yeah, that's awesome. He's like, you should have been shooting the whole time. You could have got half your birds out of that flock.
Yeah, we've heard that a lot when a hunt's going, and all of a sudden it's like some birds get away, and they're like,
when hunts are going really well, they love it when you shoot.
They want you shooting. That's now, exactly right.
If you got like one group of 10 that comes in all day, and you fold 3, and they fold a combined like 2, that ain't a good look. So it's knowing when to shoot, more than anything.
We ask them before each group that comes in the night they all come in. We're like, hey, we always bring our guns in the blind for cripple cleanup and everything. If y'all want us to shoot, y'all have to tell us. We always say, hey, our rule is we're not gonna shoot unless you want us to shoot. Yeah. So like, if you want us to shoot at any point, you just tell us, hey, kill some ducks, and we will. If not, our guns are there to clean up cripples and make sure we get all the birds that get hit.
Or, like some days, like we had a group, we were hunting ducks, and everybody got their limit, and we just had a bunch of geese fly in the area, and they wanted to wait a few hours, see if we couldn't pick off a couple geese. And so, like, us guides shot our ducks while we were waiting on the geese, and I missed a lot of ducks and got made fun of on camera.
Funny. That group great. Was awesome. We had this group of, like, 8 in hunting this little like,
skinny
water ditch thing, and they beat their ass. They'd already killed their 40 greenheads, and we'd killed some geese.
Quick.
Hey, just so the listeners are aware, of us 3, I finished first. So
yeah, Sam did. I think I was one duck behind you.
Yeah,
and then Bob was a couple behind everybody. We were like, hey guys, we're done duck hunting. It was like 2 p.m. We shot them from like 12:30 to 2. It was colder than shit outside, and we were like, guys, you got your duck limit. We might see some geese, we might not. If y'all are interested,
we did get some geese too.
Yeah, I said if y'all are interested, we can hang around and we'll shoot our ducks, and if geese come by, we'll just let the ducks go and let you guys shoot the geese. And they were like, that's awesome. And they like made a game out of it because these ducks were coming in on a string.
They were betting money on us and everything.
Like we could have shot ducks. Great. If there was no limits on ducks, we could have shot 200 ducks out of this thing in one day. I mean, they never quit coming. And so it wasn't even a matter of if they were going to come. It was just, well, it was the next group 5 minutes away or 2 minutes away. And they would bet on us, and they were taking videos, and we'd each take turns shooting at groups. It was so much fun. That was a really fun hunt.
Well, and on the flip side of the coin that we haven't even talked about is a lot of times we don't shoot either because, when the clients are banging away at birds, A lot of times you want to be in and out of, not like in and out of there because you want out of there, but in and out of there from a management perspective of, hey, we can get another hunt out of this, or hey, we don't want to bump these birds, you know. So there's also that aspect of it too, because if you stick around and clients shoot their birds, you know, they shoot their 6-man, to add another 2 or a 1, I mean, you're talking good amount of volleys typically.
Yeah. And, like, another thing that I think about, too, is, like, when we hunt, we always hunt in twos. So, like, if the clients want us to shoot, no matter what, only one guide will shoot with the clients anyways because the other guy just marks birds. Because there's a lot of birds that can fall out of a group if you have a good one in. You need to mark every single one of those birds where they go. So we always, like, I know at least the people I guide with, we rotate. Like, one person will shoot, one person will mark because that way we're never losing any birds. But most of the time, I don't know. I guess most of the time you just never really run into that many issues, I guess, so to speak. But yeah, no, Bob, guides should be able to shoot if their clients are allowing them to shoot. But it's all in the discretion of the client. That's my opinion. Sam, you got one?
Is 50 yards too far to kill birds?
Kill them? Most likely. Cripple them?
That 40 to 50 yard range. What
Well,
are we saying?
I think you can kill them at 40.
What are we saying our maximum yardage is that we feel comfortable?
What do we shoot?
Like myself?
What
What are we
what type
shooting?
of birds?
I've killed.
Okay, we're hunting with clients.
Okay.
What are we shooting bird-wise?
Yeah,
like
what are we
ducks,
hunting?
geese?
We'll do
Honkers,
ducks. We'll do
lessers,
ducks and we'll do
snows?
geese.
Lessers, snows, honkers?
I mean,
I ain't shooting no honker at 50 yards, I'll
fuck
tell you that.
Oh, no.
No.
I was sitting there like,
No.
35 and under, please, for them ponies.
I'm bringing this in because there's always a debate of, with clients, you always have some type of, typically, not always, but, man, those were a little far, or those were, you know, like,
Oh, yeah.
you have that all the time. So what's your limitation?
Mallards, anything up to 40. I'll call a shot if it's inside 35. 35 yards, if you are up and shooting, your first and second shot, you should be able to kill a duck. 35 yards.
Oh, I'd agree.
I do not call shots inside of 45 ever, or outside of 45 ever.
No, me either.
If I'm shooting myself with a group of clients, I will call the shot, and I will try to shoot the ones that are 40 yards. And once they get to about 50, gone. Let them go. 60, don't even think about it. I've fired some shots at 50 before, like a bird. You see a bird get hit and fly away. I've shot at them. I've killed. Now I will say, bring it back. One of you two was there. I killed a dove at like 85 yards. Like we stepped it off that one time. Which one of you was there for that?
Me.
You were there for that?
Guy busting, mother.
No, it was long ways, not tall. It was long. It was a ways away over the grass. 85 yards. I stepped it off. I killed that dove. So I will say, you can kill birds at a long. I mean, I've crippled snow geese out of flocks before when I was a kid sky busting. 60, 70 yards probably, maybe even 80 yards. Like if you have tungsten and you have a full choke,
tungsten's a different story.
You can get them out there pretty
you can
far.
Reach.
But typically, like on your standard guided trip, if they're outside of 50, the most you're ever going to do is break a wing, clip them, knock them down.
Injure.
You have like a 1 in 200 chance of hitting them in the head and killing them. I've seen it happen a couple times.
All you're going to do is injure a bunch of birds.
But,
I mean, like, the amount of birds that are going to eat pellets that aren't even going to, like, show a sign of eating pellets, it's terrible. Now, Big Tonys, if Big Tonys are outside of 40,
you're toast.
You're fucked. Yeah, don't even try it.
Shit, inside 30, they're still tough
inside
for most
30,
guys to knock down.
Inside,
like, you got to hit a
20.
wing bone, or you got to hit the head.
Yeah.
Like, if you shoot them in the breast, is there, like, over the top even enough? Like, they just don't care. They could care less. Like, they'll keep flying even at, like, 20 yards if you smoke them in the chest.
Yeah, see, we all agree on this, no doubt about it. Especially when everyone wants to get birds in close. Obviously, you want them finished and everything, but that's just not the reality of it. So, I had to bring that up because I guarantee people listening to this, there will be people that think differently. There will be.
Oh, we've had people come in and they're like, I'm good out to 80. No,
I've heard that so many times.
Oh, yeah.
So many times.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Usually the guys who say I'm good out to 80 are the worst shots of the whole group, too.
It is typically that way. I will agree.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's ever a correct answer to that. Because you know another thing, too? Actually, I got my next. I'll turn this into a hot take. most people do not accurately guess yardages on birds.
Oh, 100%.
Mm.
And I can say I've been that.
Bob,
I've
you
been
are
that
100% in that one.
I had geese the one day that were probably inside of 35, and I thought they were at like 45, and I didn't call the shot, and I should have called the shot.
There was one
I
time.
got a little flamed for it. I will say I might have earned that one a little bit.
There was one time, Bob, with you. I don't know what exactly we were doing, but we were duck hunting. I think we were at Elm Creek, and you were like, "You ain't gonna shoot." He's like, "These ducks are too high." I'm like, "Bob, they're like 40 yards high. I can kill these." And you're like, "No, you're not." And we weren't with clients. We were fun hunting back in the day. And you were like, "Dude, you are not killing these ducks." And I was like, "Dude, they kept just flying over us at like 40 yards." And I was like, "Bob, I can kill them." And you were like, "Fine, do it." And I stood up, very first shot, boom, dead, like 10 feet from us. And I just looked at you and I was like, "Get you some."
I will say I have a tendency when it comes to judging distance to think birds are farther than they are. And
unless it's a turkey.
Unless it's a turkey.
Because sometimes in turkey you've been like, there's one time you were like, he was like 5 yards away, and then later you're like, he's probably about 15.
Yeah, it depends. Turkeys can be a little wild. We might have shot one at 70 this year.
Well, I'll tell you what makes it
accidentally.
What makes it really hard too is a lot of times your depth perception is thrown off because you're sitting in a hump or you know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, that was like that turkey. That thing was down in the bottom of a canyon, and it was like, I don't know, 20 yards like forward, but like 50 yards down, and it felt close. And it was. I mean, he went deader than the pancakes, so thank God. But like, when we paced that thing off, I was like, whoa! I didn't seriously say shoot that, did I? I was like, holy smoke!
My end all be all on that topic is if you're questioning if you should shoot it, don't shoot it. Yeah. If there's even a doubt in your mind whether or not you need to shoot that, don't shoot it.
All right, Bob. You ain't going to read it off the board. You're going to have to come up with your own.
I got to come up with my own? What the hell is this? All right. Does shooting your limit of ducks, like, really early in the morning, like, let's say you got 8 guys and you're done in 20 minutes just because it was one of those early morning deals, do you think that ruins the experience of the hunt, or do you think that's just a good hunt?
For me, it personally wouldn't ruin the experience. I'd be like, fuck yeah, this is a great hunt. I'd be like, this is awesome. Let's go get drunk.
Sam?
No. I mean, I'm just, Bob, me and you are the most like this out of the owners, is we really like to, really savor everything. So we don't mind sitting out and grinding it for a long time. We know this. You know this. We could sit on the river all day.
Buddy, I love my all-day hunts.
Yeah. You more than me, probably, but, like,
I'll pack a meal. I'll camp.
On the other side of the spectrum, though, I think a lot of times it's a really good, conversation or something you don't forget when you burn birds down really quickly. Like, for example, the day we shot, we were with Josh, and we hunted that L pond, and we shot our birds in what was it, 7
minutes?
7 minutes. Same thing happened last year in November when FA came out. We burned those birds down. It's you don't forget those things. Of course, in the time that's happening, you're like, holy crap, that happened so fast. Can't believe it's already over. But you get back and you think about it, and it's it's just a cool experience because you don't get to just kill birds that quickly all the time. So when it happens, it's take advantage of it because it's. A lot of times you're getting massive volleys or it's just nonstop, and so that makes it a lot of fun.
It also feels like time slows down for a little bit in a way, when you're doing it. The details really stick out. Every little thing, you're just adrenaline's flowing, your brain's working at fast speed, your body's working.
You're trying to load shells into your gun, and you can't even get shells into your gun because you got another group here already. That's always a good problem to have.
Somebody's telling you to quit loading because they're going to see and hear you, and you're sitting there I don't got no shells in, but they're landing in the decoys already. Yeah.
I got one. This is a good one. This is not even related to the guide industry. You don't need fucking $5,000 in Sitka to kill ducks. What are you saying for? This one's obvious, Bob.
Here's what I would say to that. No, you don't need $5,000 in Sitka, quote unquote.
Or even better, you gotta wear Sitka and Shen to kill ducks.
But what I would say
to look cool.
is quality clothing, no matter the brand, it is worth decent money because when you're out there in the elements, quality clothing is important.
I think we're more on the topic of the brand, Bob.
Brand don't make a difference of whether you kill them or not, but as long as it's comfortable, it's warm, it's something you like. I don't care if it's an old school jacket from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. Like that old school camo, you know what I'm talking about. Like they made some great clothes.
It's starting to make a comeback, too.
It is some badass camo, but whatever it is, the main thing is making sure you're warm and comfortable. Whether it's you went thrift shopping for $200 or you went and bought $5,000 in Sitka. If you're warm, you're comfortable, that's going to help you kill more birds.
I'd agree. Just don't gotta be Sitka.
It don't gotta be. Sitka is comfortable. Everybody has their own thing, but it doesn't gotta be Sitka. It doesn't gotta be Shin. It doesn't have to be. I love our Rogers stuff. I love our FA stuff. Whatever's warm and comfy, man.
Shout out Rogers.
Yeah.
Wallach, what do you got? We got room for a couple more. We have a whole list. He's picking through what he wants to use.
Everyone's so caught up in pile pictures and no one posts the slow days, and that's the problem. What's your opinion on that?
Everyone wants to look like they kill shit. No one wants to look like they don't kill shit.
I would say it's not as important what you post, but as what your mindset is on it. Like, if you only post your good days, cool, whatever. Everybody's got your slower days. Like, I don't care who you are. Those slow days, though, you still got to embrace them. Like, there's so much that you get out of a hunt, whether it's slow, whether it's fast. Like, I mean, there's some days, Sam, I can think of some days you and me before we started guiding and Hunter, we hunted skinny water, and on public land, you hiked 1.5 miles in, you maybe shot 6 ducks, but you watched them finish at 10 yards, and you watched them just right in the sun, gorgeous day, cold as shit, gave me COVID.
Did give him COVID.
Hunted with COVID.
Yeah, you little fucker. But anyways, that's like, man, those memories. Some of my favorite memories are less birds. Like, there's one picture I can think of that I posted way back when, and it was I was holding a snow goose and a mallard, and we hunted a skinny water deal, and it was just let's go try it. Before we were guiding, and I never thought we'd shoot a snow goose, a mallard, like everything in the same day on that little skinny water creek. And so to me, that was like more impressive than shooting a limit at the time. And it was like little things like that. They make my day.
And I'll piggyback on that a little bit. I know for me, a big part of like why I really love it is like taking the time to take someone new. That's why I love guiding, is taking all these new hunters that we get a lot of times throughout the year. But, like, family and stuff, like, yeah, I've been on some really banger hunts, but, like, getting to see my dad shoot his first duck or, our first, his first lesser or, just all those different experiences. I'll forget about some mallard limit we shot, back in November. I'll forget about that. I won't forget the one duck that my dad shot for the first time, or last year that we had a hunt that we ended up shooting a 6-man, but like that wasn't even talked about because at the very end of the hunt, this kid who I don't think he's ever shot any mallards because they were like way up in the northeast part of the country, but the very last duck of the day was a Drake mallard that came in all by himself, all by his lonesome, and we called the shot, specifically for the kid because we had one duck left to hit our limit, and we said, okay, I forgot the kid's name, but we're like, okay, whatever, so and so, this is your bird, no one else is shooting. Shot this duck. All right, guys, we're done, and we're starting to pick up decoys. Clients helped pick up decoys that day because they were feeling really generous, and we go over to the duck, and one of the clients was like, this duck's banded, and it was the one that we said that right at the end, and yeah, like no one talked about the pile that we had just shot.
It was all about that.
It was
one
all
duck
about that
the
one
kid got
banded duck that the kid got. Like,
that was an awesome day.
Yeah, it wasn't about the limit. It was about that experience that kid got. That's something he'll never forget. He'll probably maybe he won't forget it because he was on a guided trip, but like over the years he'll probably forget exactly how that hunt went. But I guarantee in his head it's pretty much like he has a VHS tape that he can replay over and over and over again about him shooting that banded mallard.
Oh, I guarantee it. That'll be a memory that'll stick with him for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Whenever I think about hunts, it's like because we hunt so much. I mean, hundreds of days throughout the season. It's not the piles that I remember. It's not us stacking up pictures so that they're perfect and everything. It's the moments of how those birds did it is how I remember those hunts, because that's how I remember them.
Or what happened with the people in it. Like, I mean,
That too.
I remember, like, even when you look back at turkey hunts, which, like, you don't really pile the turkeys, but remembering the details of a hunt, man, there's some of the hunts where we weren't even successful as far as those go. Like, maybe somebody missed, but remembering, like, the commentary that happened before and after, remembering how that bird came in, remembering, getting it to fire off in a spot we never thought we'd get one to fire off, and getting it to cross a fence where I didn't think we could get it through a fence or whatever. Like, those memories, man, they stick with you a long time. I mean, I remember a lot of the hens we called in, because that happened a lot during turkey season, and they might come up and damn near walk on your legs, and especially for the guys who haven't been around these Merriams, that's a whole different experience, having a hen just firing off at 5 yards, 3 yards from you, just going nuts. I mean, whether it's the waterfowl hunts, the turkey hunts, the pheasant hunts, whatever it is, there's so much that goes on during a hunt besides just the birds dying. That there's a lot to take away, a lot of memories, a lot of good stories, a lot of shared memories with a lot of good people.
Bobby couldn't have ended this podcast any better.
There we go.
So good job. Guys, want to thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We're going to continue hot takes in another episode. If you guys have anything you do want to hear from us, please let us know. Leave us a comment. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Whiskey Slews. YouTube's also at Whiskey Slews. Subscribe to that channel. Check out our new videos. Got a lot of new content coming your way. If you want to book a hunt or want to talk about booking a hunt, you call Grant 308-224-7289. Other than that, thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next week.